But yeah, I did not drinking what I want to tonight. I'm drinking what I have to. Do you know what that is, Jason?
No.
We're sponsored. I saw the Shield, Jason. And I was like, I gotta drink it. I gotta drink it. Anyways, hey man, if you're tuning in right now, this is the Fantasy Red Zone. We got news and brews. We got who you should not pick for each round. Like the worst pick for every single round. We're going negative today, people. We're all about that positivity. Not really. We'll tell you who sucks. But yeah, man, we've been all about trying to find values and shit like that. We haven't gone over bust or anything like that for a long time. But going through this, I saw it as a Reddit thread, and I was like, dude, at the top of my mind, I could think of 10 players right now who I don't want in each round. So anyways, man, that's what we have for you today. And hey, I've been thinking, and I've been drinking. So this is our Drinking Live episode. So stay tuned, people. I have not been drinking as much as usual, so it's probably going to be a cleaner episode. Psych! Jason. Psych! I don't even know what I'm fucking saying, dude. Come on. Anyways, dude, this is the most important weekend in fantasy football, Jason. The highest drafted. This is the weekend when everybody drafts. We're doing it next weekend, man. We push it to another level, Jason, because, man, people are getting injured right now. You know, as we speak today, there are injury reports. So if you can still push it back, dude. But still, so this is a big episode. You do not want to see somebody on your team on this list. But before we get into all of that, Jason, man, we need your help. You see our subscribers. We need to push this up to like 100 million, 100,000 ish. Jason, for us to survive, man, just to survive. So please feed us and subscribe.
For us to be the fantasy football beast, Mr. Fantasy Football Beast. That's what we're aiming for. 100
man, we don't
million.
want to be Mr. Beast right now. We do not want to be Mr. Beast right now.
Oh, what's going on with Mr. Beast?
Oh, you haven't heard all that shit, dude?
No, is he getting sued? Let me guess. He's getting sued.
He just has a whole bunch of like people that have been in touch with minors working for him. God. Like all those like little boys surrounding Mr. Beast have been apparently talking to minors and shit like that. So,
oh my God, leave the kids
want to get involved in, Jason.
Leave the kids alone for Pete's sake.
It's like,
anyway, let's be our own brand then, right? Let's be our own brand. The only way to get there, though, is if you hit the subscribe, press the like. We like the likes. Leave us a comment. Let us know, are any of these players that we're saying is the worst draft pick in the round, did you already draft them? Tell us. Let us know. We're also on radio on Apple, Spotify. We also have a Patreon.
Hey, man, if you want to support the show, the best thing you could do for us is to subscribe to Patreon. I got my wife right there, dude. I'm like, don't worry, I'm just putting like 40 hours a week towards this fantasy football for free. Well, right. For $250 a month right now, Jason. $214 a month, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Carter Mario, Jason.
Ooh, ooh.
That's Dwight and Michael from The Office, if you don't know. So yeah, dude, that's the best way to support us. Who gives a shit about all that, though? Let's get into the good stuff, man. The news and the brews. And this is when, dude, shit is hitting the fan, man. We're hearing about first round draft picks. Maybe not playing. Hopefully this guy's ready for week one. Shit like that. Jason, I saw Zay Jones, right? Suspended for the first 5 games. He actually did not get in trouble from the law enforcement. I think it was in Florida or whatever. Domestic violence. Terrible. But yeah, dude, NFL actually went through. If this guy was more famous, the NFL would have found nothing. But guess what, man? They actually did a good job. Found out that he really did do some domestic violence shit. Suspended for 5 games.
Is it crazy that I forgot that he was even on the team until
he's on the Cardinals,
that he was suspended? I'm like, oh yeah, he's a Cardinal. He's like, hey, he's getting some talk time at least, but some for negativity.
I just thought he'd be good for Kyler Murray in the red zone, and that's about it. You know, as a wide receiver 3, Zay Jones was actually pretty awesome. But Jason, do you remember Zay Jones was like got naked in a hotel? I can't remember if this was before the Super Bowl, whatever, dude. And it was like God was out to get him, or demons were going to kill him, and he was running through on security cameras. He's got issues, dude. CTE and steroids do not mix. Jason, here we go. The Bears. This is kind of a stupid stat, but I mean, preseason doesn't mean shit, but the Bears plus 68 preseason point differential is the largest since the 2013 Seahawks plus 74. They went 13-3 and won the Super Bowl. Bears Super Bowl 13-3. Mark it as it has happened already.
This is the sports almanac from Back to the Future. Tyler's got it. They just killed the Chiefs, right? Didn't they just destroy them last night?
Yeah, but I mean, preseason doesn't mean shit, dude.
Right? Yeah. I mean, what Peyton Manning was like had like the worst record ever in preseason. So,
hey, and let's talk about maybe a value. We're looking for some value. We like Jaden McDaniels. I am trying to. I think I like Terry McLaurin, and that's it, dude. That is it on the Commanders. They are going to have the worst offensive line in football. It's something that I do not really want a piece of. But Jason, Jahan Dotson to the Eagles. So Terry McLaurin's case gets even stronger, man. And then from the locals, Jackson, when was it Jackson? No, the Eagle. Who am I talking about? The Commanders fans, Jason. They were saying this is a De'Ami Brown post. De'Ami Brown has been killing it. I Googled it. He's been doing really well in camp. So it's either a Luke McCaffrey or a De'Ami Brown bump. I do not know who I want to bump up yet.
Also heard that the Brandon Ayuk talk going to the Commanders are back in play now because of the trade.
Back on the menu.
Back on the menu, boys.
I meant to say that about Kamani Brown. Or Kamani, who is it? Jason, who do I like so much? Kamani something.
I don't know.
Yeah, the rookie running back for the God damn, dude.
Chargers?
For the Chargers.
Oh, Kamani Vidal.
Back on the menu, boys. He had a good preseason.
Dude, he looked good in his preseason. I saw a couple of his runs. I'm like, damn, he be looking good. I was like, damn, Tyler said this guy was getting cut. This guy's out here getting 13-yard rushes, man. I'm like, what's going on?
If you watch the show, Jason, there was a report. He's been injured all preseason. So this was the first time he was actually healthy. I'm actually going to be in Kamani. Kamani.
You look
Come
good.
on over here. Come on over here.
Come on over here, baby.
All right, man. Jason, this is kind of big for us. Jahan Dotson. Oh, wait, I already said that. Fuck, dude. I don't care about Jahan Dotson as a wide receiver 3 in the Eagles. That's great for them. It could be good, but no thanks. But Jason, Curtis Samuel. I did not know that he had turf toe. I've been seeing it questionable next to his name for a long time. He is supposedly going to be okay for week 1. Dude, I'm telling you. Keon Coleman or Shakur are going to be a wide receiver 2, almost like a high-end wide receiver 2 this year. One of them is going to be. The safe bet is Shakir. Man, Shakir, he might even be on waivers on some places, dude. If you could go pick up Shakur right now, put him on your team. Holy shit, Jason.
Can you get grass toe or is it just turf toe?
All these motherfuckers playing. You know what? I don't know, but all I know is that turf toe lasts forever. So yeah, it's not like Curtis Samuel's young or anything like that either.
No.
Okay, and then Jason. Oh, Bo Nix will not play preseason week 3. Everybody's losing their shit over Bo Nix. That Diana Rossini is just driving me fucking crazy, dude. I'm not going to even talk about it, but she doesn't know what she's talking about. The number one complaint, Jason, from Bo Nix, he was unsettled in the pocket. Diana Rossini's going on every single radio show being like, his greatest strength is patience in the pocket. I'm like, dude, are we watching the same thing? He was throwing from the run on every single play. But still, hey, man, he has scored, Jason, on like 6 to 7 drives, and that was like a missed snap or some shit like that. So there will be a huge value at wide receiver for the Broncos. Is it going to be, Jason, I think that you're liking Tim Patrick. I'm still all in on Cortland Sutton. Oh, but Tim Patrick is free.
Yeah, I was just kidding about Tim Patrick.
Yeah, were you really?
Yeah, I was just joking about him.
Fuck that guy, dude. How many times do I have to hear Tim Patrick's name before he does well?
He's going to tear his ACL. He's almost due, right? Every 1 year anniversary, he tears an ACL. But Tim Patrick did play pretty well last preseason. I saw that. I was like, did I actually put this in tuition? But yeah, I mean, dude, no, seriously. If I had a bet, I would bet Cortland Sutton. I mean, who else?
Troy Franklin is who I wanted. I just wish I heard more about it. I wish there was just more evidence of him doing well. That's all.
Yeah.
And then, Jason, this was a big one for you. Brian Thomas. So Christian Kirk has been questionable for a long time. And I still believe he's the number 1 wide receiver. And halfway through the year, Brian Thomas might make that step. But right now, dude, for what you can get Christian Kirk for, huge value. But Jason, Brian Thomas had a 38-yard catch today. And then Ingram had a touchdown.
Yeah, 2.
What'd you say?
He had 2 touchdowns.
Oh, well, was it from Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, me and my dad were watching it.
Holy shit. So Christian Kirk to me is the key to Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram broke out after Christian Kirk. So Christian Kirk is going to be getting a lot. I mean, I don't know, dude. It's going to be a fucked up situation. We need to see all three of them play. But right now, you should be able to get a huge value on Christian Kirk. I still like Evan Ingram in the middle rounds. And Brian Thomas Jr., Jason, is going up our draft boards. We're going to start highlighting him.
Yeah, you know what? During the meat of the show, I'm going to have the live draft trends open. And it's like this. They have right now, it is so bizarre what is happening with the rankings.
How bizarre. How bizarre.
You know who the number one quarterback being picked right now is? Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, well, I came around on Patrick Mahomes. Dude, Xavier Worthy and Patrick Mahomes are going to be great this year, and it's going to fucking suck. So, but yeah, Rashee Rice coming back and Kelsey. So he's going to have three options this year compared to like a half an option last year, dude. So Xavier Worthy has made me go. I had him ranked 12th, Jason, heading into the season. And now after all this Xavier Worthy shit and the draft and everything else, I have him ranked 3rd. So I get it. But I'd still rather have Jalen and Josh Allen. Because I want a running quarterback if possible.
Yeah.
And then Jason, speaking of the fucking Chiefs, this is the last one. So I am all in. I was all in on. I've been looking at Louis Reese Gambit, whatever the fuck, Laser.
Yeah,
Zammit, and yeah, dude. Apparently he was not going to make the roster, Jason.
Yeah,
because this guy named Carson Steele is taking over camp. I don't like Pacheco.
Position.
What'd you say?
He's still in the position. Carson Steele,
dude.
Still in position.
And who do I not like? I don't like Pacheco, dude. For what Pacheco does, his ceiling is not there. I guess he's a safe in the. I mean, David Montgomery and Pacheco. I don't give a fuck. But maybe the same thing to me. And David Montgomery's so late. I get one's the number one running back, but whatever, dude. Would it surprise me if Pacheco was not the number one running back at the end of the year? No, it would not. Dude, Carson Steele, Jason, ran the ball 4 times for 50 yards and a touchdown, dude. And if you read about him in camp, this shit's real. All right. So I am going to be trying to get Carson Steele. I might not be I don't know. I got to figure this shit out, dude. I'm probably not going to be drafting a defense or a tight or kicker, getting some extra lottery tickets and then figuring it out later. But Jason, also CEH, this is new to me, suffering from post-traumatic stress from a self-defense incident in 2018, Jason. Not considered to start. He's not considered to start the year on IR, but they're taking it day to day. So CEH, self-defense incident in 2018. He's been suffering from PTSD, I guess, since he got in the league.
Yeah, that's not the year he got drafted, right? Maybe PTSD from letting fantasy managers down that year.
Oh, dude. No. But how crazy is that? I've never heard of anything like that before in my life.
No. And then the missed time over. I mean, seriously, PTSD is a serious thing, but I didn't from self-defense. Yeah. This is the first time I've heard of it for when it comes to like NFL players actually missing time from it.
And you're all like in self-defense, and then you got to go have people like grab on you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Right. Hanging on you, trying to take you to the ground. Yeah.
So yeah, dude. Carson Steele, path to running back 2, wide open, dude. Carson Steele, please give me some of him. He's gonna be on that, sleeper or my next Puka list, Jason. All right, man. That is it. We just gave you some jewels, man. Carson Steele, dude. Somebody else too. I can't remember who it was. Brian Thomas. All right, dude. Let's get into this. I guess I'm odds. You want me to go first?
Yep.
So, first round. Who do I not want in the first round? Because that's tough, dude. Because, first rounds should be studs. In the first 2 rounds, I want 0 question marks. First 2 rounds, not is he going to have his job? Is there was he bad at the second half of last year or whatever? A.J. Brown right now to me has question marks. I mean, I know it's a new offensive coordinator, but dude, the way last year went down, and again, hey, I've got family in town, so I didn't get to do as much research as I usually do. Jason, you think you could sit there and watch Malcolm in the Middle with your parents and do a bunch of stuff on the computer? It does not happen.
No. Yeah, I feel that. Same with me, with my parents in town.
I know, dude. I was like, I could just freestyle, man. They call me the Jay-Z of, they call me the Eminem of fantasy football. So ADP he's going as number 10, wide receiver 6. So Jason, in my mind, 4 running backs, 6 wide receivers in the first 10 picks. AJ Brown, though, dude, wide receiver 5 finish last year. That all came in like 3 games, dude, where he had 150 plus yards and X amount of touchdowns.
6 games.
Set some record. Jason. So this guy had a bye, right? Week 10. Came back week 11. Finished the year. I think it's like 7 weeks after that. 8 weeks. 2 months. As wide receiver 30. You are drafting a wide receiver 3-0 in the last half of last year. Given that's when, dude, that whole team fell apart. I get it. But, dude, he is so inconsistent. And to me, he's almost like, I want a very consistent wide receiver in my first round. And he's a borderline second round for me because his ceiling is so high. But again, dude, I think I have Devontae Adams ranked ahead of him. Give me like somebody that is just going to be soaking up targets. And another thing for me, Jason, I was a Keenan Allen owner last year. I watched a lot of those games. And the way that Keenan Allen attacked the middle of the field like Devonta Smith can do, I don't know how they're not going to do a lot of the same shit they did last year with Mike Williams, because Mike Williams would get big plays. But it was kind of like that first month was kind of off and on with him, whereas Keenan Allen, dude, was money in the bank. Devontae Smith, to me, is that Keenan Allen in this offense. And A.J. Brown's going to be that kind of inconsistent big play, high ceiling play. In the first round, that's not what I fucking want, dude. So A.J. Brown, to me, Jason, is somebody who I am avoiding. Like, I know I have pick 8. You know, if I'm going pick 10, dude. Oh, let me just. I was like, let me look. I actually have this pulled up. I've got the live draft, but I was like, dude, who is it with this guy? I gotta go to page 1 again. I'm on page 3, but still, I mean, you could get Saquon Barkley, dude. Garrett Wilson. Holy shit, dude. Garrett Wilson. I know Puka Nacua is injured, but still, I mean, there's a lot of. I kind of have him in that Puka. I probably still would have even Puka higher than him. So, yeah, dude, I mean, you're just paying so much for somebody that is going to be so inconsistent for you. Devontae Adams is so far down the list now. It's insane. He's like slipping to the 3rd round now.
How close were you from doing Jonathan Taylor?
Jason, because Jonathan Taylor does have question marks with Anthony Richardson in there. He does, because whatever. We didn't see him with Anthony Richardson last year, but I just know that Anthony Richardson's upside with Shane Steichen is worth a first-round pick. In worst-case scenario, you get a running back that gets 20 touches a game, and you get to running back 12 on volume. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
it's just a safer pick to me. Jonathan Taylor is the dude. It would not surprise me if Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown are very similar in points at the end of the season.
Right. And it's like you're saying right now he's going at pick 10. And we all know the first 8 picks in the first round are considered safe, right? They consider it safe. And then when it gets to like 9 and 10, you're thinking like, okay, now we got to get to the players that are question marks, and A.J. Brown is one of them.
But like Saquon Barkley and Garrett Wilson stand out huge to me. Like, yeah, like get that. Kyron Williams, dude. I know Kyron Williams has a fucking huge question mark, but
I get it. Those players have question marks too, but A.J. Brown has a bigger question mark.
Yeah, Devontae Adams, Jason, going as pick 22. He is sliding into the 3rd round a lot of the time. All right, man. Let me know who you got, Jason.
Chris Olave.
Yeah, fuck, dude, that's everybody's.
Right. I can't believe he's going in the 2nd round. So the 2nd round pick, man, Olave has received a lot of hype this offseason, and it might be from getting a new OC from the 49ers coaching staff who will bring, a more creative play style. But it might be too late to fix Derek Carr. Olave is a top wide receiver for the Saints, but he is the 3rd or 4th option in the red zone, which is not what you want in your 2nd round player. Dennis Allen uses Taysom Hill, Alvin Kamara, Jamal Williams, and probably Kendra Moore before thinking about throwing the ball in the red zone. At least within the 10-yard line. Olave finished 2023 as wide receiver 16, and he may be close to that rank again. you can't expect his upside to be higher than Puka Nakua's, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Devontae Adams, with only averaging 4.5 touchdowns a year. So this guy who's going in the second round, he had 4 touchdowns his first year, 5 touchdowns his second year. That's not me, dude. I'm not wanting that. Those wide receivers I mentioned before, they also have more targets and receptions because they are in a more offensive scheme. They're in a better offensive scheme. And those schemes don't involve Dennis Allen. So really, dude. So you gotta look past Chris Olave, dude. Round 3, I'm a little bit more acceptable of that, but in the second round, you got to get those upside. You have to get the upside, and you're not getting that with Chris Olave.
Jason, who is PMOFL?
I don't know.
What's up, PMFOL or PMOFL?
He likes the beer that I drink.
I know. What are you drinking, Jason?
We're brothers.
We're brothers. We're brothers, dude. I know this guy from a long time ago. Good guy. Good guy. But, dude, hey, my number one problem here, I don't want a fucking Dennis. Like you said, they have a new offensive coordinator from the 49ers, which is, if you're going to get an offensive coordinator, that's what you want. I don't want anybody from catching passes from Derek Carr. That's my number one thing, Jason. I don't want anybody catching passes from Derek Carr. Newsflash, dude, I actually wrote down from every single round up down to 14 rounds who I don't want. In round 13, I picked Rashid Shaheed. He's like everybody's breakout pick this year. I'm like, dude, this is gonna be like just bet on one guy, all right? Let's not assume that everybody from the Saints are gonna blow up, maybe be fantasy worthy. But yeah, dude, Olave, he had some people were talking about dropping him last year or trading him for nothing. Then he'd have a big game, keep you going, and then he'd fucking lose you. And then so he was like the worst type of player to own last year. He would actually get you that one good game every 3 games and then just lose you 2 in a row. And to get that in the second round, dude, what's changed? The offensive coordinator, that's great. Okay. Alvin Kamara is there. And guess what, dude? Once he got there, that's where all the targets went, especially with Derek Carr, man. I mean, I did like what they did with their offensive line. So we do underestimate the offensive line. So if they have a good offensive line with the San Francisco offensive coordinator, there is a chance, but I'm not betting on that. Okay. So Jason, when I did mine as well, what round are we in? You did
second.
Oh, I did Pacheco. I hate Pacheco in the second, but Olave is way worse than Pacheco in the second. I will give you that. All right, man. You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
So I had 2 from this, and they used to play on the same team. But I ended up going with Stefon Diggs. And let's see, that Diana Rossini, who I do not like right now, she said that she went to the best camp that she's been to is the Houston, Texas camp. And Diggs is like, this is a breath of fresh air. And apparently he's doing really well. I don't know. But she said that she doesn't know.
That's called humidity.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
He's in Texas now, right? It was very humid in Texas. He's all breath of fresh air. I'm like, that's called humidity.
Oh, it's a breath of fresh air. It's called humidity, dude. Oh. All right, but like, yeah, Diggs. It depends on what you like, dude. You know who they gave the money and the contract to, Jason? Nico Collins. Yeah. So if you follow the money, that's where you want to go. All right. And Nico Collins is young and ascending. Diggs is undersized. He's loud. He's probably going to, I would not, like I've said this like 3 times already. I would not be surprised if he gets traded by the deadline. Like, you know, they got him for cheap. For 1 year, they'll trade him away at the deadline, get something in return. Because Tank Dell is healthy, dude. They might have just got him just for Tank Dell insurance. Jason, everything from Tank Dell has been amazing. So give me Nico Collins. Give me Tank Dell, who CJ Stroud, you know, called up Steve McNair, whatever, the owner. I want you to draft Tank Dell. They did. I think CJ Stroud actually called Tank Dell to say, hey, you're drafted to the Houston Texans. So there is a huge rapport connection there, Jason. He already caught a touchdown that first preseason game. So yeah, it's all about where you want to go. And it's and literally Nico Collins is wide receiver 16. Yeah, wide receiver. No, Nico Collins is wide receiver 15. Stefon Diggs is wide receiver 16. And to me, that difference is fucking the Grand Canyon, Jason, as far as what's going to happen this year. And then if I rank him as my top wide receiver 3, who is not, he'd be in like the 8th or 9th round. So to me, dude, Diggs is the biggest person to avoid in the 3rd round. Jason, he had a wide receiver 9 finish. So wide receiver 9 finish. You're like, holy shit, Jason, from week 10 on. So for over 2 months, wide receiver 45, they changed offensive coordinators and they did not need him. All right. They actually played better without him. Then they traded him away. Jason, fuck Stefon Diggs. I am a Vikings fan. I still like Stefon Diggs, but he's kind of an asshole.
Bro, you know who's like going at that same time? DK Metcalf is going. You know, like I said, Nico Collins, Drake London has dropped to that. Mike Evans, you know, he just only had like 12 touchdowns last year. Yeah, there's options on the dude. I'm not afraid of Stefon Diggs, man. I feel like he is on. I feel like he is on the decline. His prime years are behind him. Nico Collins, Sangdale are on the rise, and about to blow the shit up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. So
I'm passing up Stefon Diggs every time, dude. Nico Collins.
But like DK Metcalf is almost more appealing to me in that offense this year. And guess what, dude? If Geno Smith goes down, they have Sam Howell, dude, who can throw the ball 1,000 times in a game.
I'm very high on DK Metcalf this year.
I'm getting higher and higher.
Hey, you know what?
We got round 1, 2, 3. What's round 4?
Hey, let's keep it in Texas where the humidity is thick, and go with CJ Stroud.
Keep it in Atlanta where the players play.
All right, you know, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, though. I do like CJ Stroud, but we are expecting too much for him if he's going in the 4th round. I believe the only way he could finish in the top 5 for quarterbacks is if he throws 40 touchdowns or rushes for like 5 or 7 touchdowns. But for a quarterback who averages 11 rushing yards a game, I don't think rushing touchdowns is likely going to happen. Anthony Richardson is also going in the same round. Has a way bigger upside than CJ Stroud. I can see there is a chance out there that Anthony Richardson is quarterback 1. I can see it. I think that is his upside. That is his potential. CJ Stroud, I do not see that. I do not see that happening. There are important starting running backs in that round too. But I think if you want to draft CJ Stroud, you know, Tyler, we mentioned this, you mentioned this in later or past episodes. Why don't you just wait a couple rounds and just get Joe Burrow? It's like the same thing.
Two pocket passers with 3 great weapons this year. So
and don't run.
And there's one guy with an offensive head coach. You know what I'm saying? Well, there's one guy with a defensive head coach.
Yeah. So, I mean, he keeps climbing for some reason. You know, I think, you know, they saw that touchdown at Tank Dell. Be like, this is it, dude, 40, 50 touchdowns. Because he was even in, the 6th round? And I was like, dude, that's still too high for CJ Stroud. You will not see me draft a quarterback in the first 8, 10 rounds that do not use their legs. That's not a dual threat. So,
yeah, I mean, I agree, Jason. He's going right behind Lamar, Jalen Hurts, and Josh Allen. Jason, you're right about Patrick Mahomes. He is going number 1 right now.
I know. It's crazy.
Which, no thanks, dude. Give me Josh Allen all day. Jalen Hurts, probably. And then Lamar, and then Pat. No, I've got Patrick ahead of Lamar now. But Jason, CJ Stroud is being drafted at his ceiling, right?
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson's being drafted, you know, too high as well. I actually had Anthony Richardson on here as my guy to avoid. I owned him last year, but I just think this is way too high for him.
No, you're right.
Considering who you can wait and get. Jason, like you said, Joe Burrow, almost 12 picks later. Dak Prescott, like fucking 30 picks later. Jordan Love, like 50 picks later. Kyler Murray, dude, like the same thing. And then I understand the Brock Purdy, the Caleb. Like I get after Kyler Murray where it drops off for you. But Jason, CJ Stroud, come on, dude. Like he should not be taken this high. But hey, it's just like the card market, Jason. Like CJ Stroud cards are way out of control. That almost spilled over. It's like people just think he's better than what he really is. Like, yeah, he's amazing. but for fantasy, he is not what you think.
And let's watch him throw up 45 touchdowns this year and be quarterback one. Yeah,
you have to have a season like Brady for you not to give a fuck about running. Like 50 touchdowns. Yep. I don't even know, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Jason. So that was round 4. Round 5. I pushed this guy last year. I pushed him, and he actually, you know what, Jason? This guy actually did pretty decent. He had 136 targets last year. And with 136 targets from Trevor Lawrence, Christian Kirk turned that into a top 12 wide receiver. This fool right here ended up as wide receiver 27. So, and there were games, Jason, like the first week he showed up. He actually had a couple 25-point games at the end of the year, but it's sandwiched in between 4-point games.
And they're against the same team too. The
Colts. Dude, and that was with Trevor Lawrence and Doug Peterson. And now he goes to the fucking Tennessee Titans, Jason, with Will Levis, and I got to remember who their coach is. Who is the right now? I got to
Callahan, right? Callahan,
dude. There you go. Is that no? Wait, are you serious?
I think so. I could be wrong.
Okay.
For some reason, I can't. Oh my gosh, we have to get Stephanie to look up the stat on this.
Who's Stephanie?
Our assistant, Stephanie. Hey, look this up real quick.
I was like, what? I wish.
Yeah, Brian Callahan.
So wasn't he the offensive coordinator for the Browns?
Bengals.
Oh, okay. I don't want any piece of that, dude. It's like, I get it. I trust Zach Taylor. I don't really trust those people. But yeah, Calvin Ridley, I'm not trying to guess. So he had the benefit of DeAndre Hopkins going down with an injury right now. And so, yeah, more than likely he's going to be the main dude. But Treylon Burks is still there. I still like Treylon Burks, dude. When Treylon Burks plays, he gets targeted. And then you're going to have DeAndre Hopkins coming back, who already has that crazy rapport with Will Levis. I mean, what round are we talking about, dude? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Calvin Ridley, dude. That's fucked, dude. I hate that so much. I was going to say, I meant to look at the wide receivers and see who's going around him, but I was like, round 5 seems terrible. So Tank Dell is going right ahead of him.
Yeah.
T. Higgins is actually, I don't like T. Higgins, but at least he's been playing well, dude. And he's on that offense. You can get Amari Cooper. You could get Christian Kirk, like I said, who I'd much rather have. I'm avoiding all Steelers, Jason, so I do not want Amari Cooper. I'd rather get Terry McLaurin, dude, Christian Kirk, Deontay Johnson. So much shit over fucking Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley's way too high, dude. And it's just because he's the number 1, and we don't even know if he is the number 1. We don't even know if he's the number 1, Jason. So Calvin Ridley, to me, I'm out on, because 5th round pick is too high to get somebody that will literally. I would not be surprised if people were dropping Calvin Ridley halfway through the year. I mean, seriously.
I think he has a chance to play decent in the first 4 games. But then when Hopkins come back, he's going to go back to, inconsistent play. And I don't want any aerial attack really from the Titans.
And you got Tony Pollard and Tyjae Spears. I like Tyjae Spears, but I imagine they're not going to be stacking the box, Jason. The Titans. Maybe they will. Just like, you know what? They probably will. Just daring Will Levis to throw it. But still, dude, DeAndre Hopkins, I've been saying this for a long time. I don't want DeAndre Hopkins. I don't want Calvin Ridley. I don't want to guess who's going to be the number 1 fantasy option for fucking Will Levis. That's nothing I'm trying to put on my squad.
Right. Yeah.
That sounds like a headache, dude. It sounds like something you would regret doing. Next up, Jason. So we're halfway through.
I need 1 minute, Tyler.
All right. That's okay. I'm going to go through some crazy shit, dude. Let me see. I was like, Io Sivas. Okay, so I know I'm saying Io Sivas wrong. We're taking a break, dude. Jason's got a baby. But not enough people watch this, dude. We're talking about the next breakout, the next superstar, from waiver wires. Puka Nacua. The next Puka Nacua is what we're talking about right now. Andre, God damn it, dude. I keep on saying Io Sivas. Oh, Shivas?
Jordan Whittington.
Dude, people are talking about Jordan Whittington, and I am too. All right? I am too. But somebody needs to get injured. And guess what? Puka Nakua's injury history, Jason, is listen to Jason's baby, how strong he is. Jason takes his baby to the doctor, and they're like, we've never seen a baby this big. This is the biggest baby in the world. So there you go, dude. Jason's got a huge baby. Jason is a huge baby, so it works out. So Jordan Whittington, to me, somebody that you want to pay attention to. Dante Turbo Miller, Jason. I'm just saying Jason because I'm just saying shit. Is somebody that you want to talk about in the future because Dante Turbo Miller will be a league-winning running back for you. He just he's going to take over Devin Singletary before Game 3. This fool ran at 4.3 40 and 28 bench press thing on his pro day. He's got Tesla acceleration from the running back coach says. And then who else could do? Kamani Vidal. That's what it was. Thank you. That's why you said Vidal earlier. I understand that. Ray Davis for the Bills is somebody that we're going to want to get as well. I just read an article being like, dude, Sean McDermott just had like 3 paragraphs praising, dude. He's like, I mean, it's S and the D, dude, of Ray Davis. Talking about how amazing he has been this preseason. Ray Davis taking over for James Cook might actually happen. A 4th-round rookie running back for the Bills. And by God, dude, in that offense with Joe Brady, that could be super valuable, all right? And then, again, dude, I do want to talk about that's all I'll talk about for right now. I'll go on to my next one because I'm pretty sure it's my turn anyways. But, dude, I'm telling you, Carson Steele and was Brian Thomas Jr., and there was somebody else. Fuck, dude. I got to remember these. Because if we draft this, man, we will literally have it's like you had an extra 2nd or 3rd round draft pick and you win your league that way. All right, next up, dude. Who do I not want to draft? Because you guys care so much, right? We got like one person watching this shit, and that's probably my dad. Okay, round. What was that? That was round 5. Okay, Jason's going round 6. So round 6 is Jason's. I don't care. Wait, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll talk about mine, dude. We'll just go straight to mine. Or I'll talk about mine. Let's see. So round 6, dude. I've got 2 for round 6 that you want to avoid. Godwin is kind of tripping me out right now. So Godwin is my wide receiver to avoid, or is my pick to avoid in the 6th round. Dude, this fool right here is going ahead of people like, oh shit, where is this? Where's Godwin? I have it right here. But Godwin, man, we are thinking that Chris Godwin, dude, going ahead of Terry McLaurin, Christian Kirk, Deontay Johnson, Christian Watson, Xavier Worthy, Keon Coleman, Ladd McConkey. So Chris Godwin, I love Chris Godwin, dude. I owned him. He almost got me. Did I win a championship that year? I think I did, dude. Was that Brady's first year and I picked him up? I'm pretty sure I won a championship that year. So, hey, Chris Godwin to me is amazing. But, dude, Mike Evans is the only person I want there because apparently he's got the rapport with Baker Mayfield. This team is going to regress, dude. Rashad White was terrible as a running back, except he got volume. They really don't need to stack the box to stop him. And, dude, Baker Mayfield's going to take a huge step back. It's not going to be good. I'm telling you, dude. So I am avoiding everybody except Mike Evans on the Bengals. Or not the Bengals. Fuck, dude. Why am I saying that? On the Bucks, dude. I've been drinking. So sorry, man. My family's in town. I haven't been thinking about anything. Ooh, Jason. Oh, no, that's not it. I'll say 705. Okay, what am I doing, dude? Yeah, Chris Godwin. And then my other person that I was going to avoid this round, I don't know who Jason's going to talk about right now. Oh, I'm going to leave it up to him because it's DeAndre Swift. But I kind of think DeAndre Swift is actually reasonable here because it's a 6th round and you have potential for a number 1 overall, or not number 1 overall running back, but a number 1 running back on a Caleb Williams team. But I'm so into Khalil Herbert. I do not give a shit about Swift. I think that Swift is, if Swift couldn't get it done on the Eagles, I don't want him on the on the Bears, dude. All right, but I'm gonna keep on going on to my guy. We'll circle back to Jason talking about round 6, but round 7, you hear his baby, dude. You know how hard this shit is. I don't have kids. Tell you what, dude. Sometimes I want kids, And then I go spend a week with family, and I'm like, fuck. I can't do this shit, man. Are you there, Jason?
Yeah.
All right. I was just filling the air with words.
I know you did good. I gotta hurry this up.
All right, you go.
Babies are so controlling and demanding, dude. I heard you talk about a little bit about DeAndre Swift. That's who my next guy is.
No, well, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna talk about my guys because I didn't like Chris Godwin this round, and then I was like, I've got another person, but it's Jason chose him. It's just DeAndre Swift, and I was like, it's just because I like Khalil Herbert so much. But I do think that Swift could be reasonable here because I don't know if he's not the number one running back, and if he is the number one running back there, that's actually pretty reasonable.
Well, yeah, I guess that is kind of the thing, right? But to me, this, like, looking over each round, this was like the easiest for the 6th round because it's like what you said, Tyler. You like Khalil Herbert. I like Khalil Herbert. I don't even think he's the best running back on the team. And he may not even be the goal line back. But it's like during that same time, you know who's going to receive goal line work in that same round? James Conner, Zamir White, and David Montgomery. So Swift was, Swift was on a high-scoring, top 2 offensive line in the league last year and still played poorly. He was 51st in yards created and 17th in stuffed runs. He had 8 games outside the top 20 weekly finishes and 5 games inside the top 10. Now he's on a team built for passing. This team was built for Caleb Williams, not for DeAndre Swift. So it's like during this round, give me a workhorse like James Conner or Zamir White instead.
What's up, Parker? What's up, Corian? And yeah, dude, CT and air steroids. That is kind of funny. But hey, the local grocery store, Jason, has not had his beer for over a whole week. And when you get old, dude, you need your beer. Otherwise, I'm like, am I hungover?
CTE and steroids.
Yeah, so hey. And then Parker says, Swift is terrible. Godwin is great. Godwin is great. I love Godwin. But I just don't fucking trust Baker Mayfield without some amazing offensive coordinator / Dave Canales there. There's going to be regression there as well. And then Jason Parker did say that he's got a screaming baby as well, dude. Yeah, my wife just turned, 30? So I've got 5 years, and then I'm going to probably have a kid. And then I'm going to be an old dad just fed up with all this bullshit, all this crying. All right, dude. All right, Jason, next up, dude. I have Bulletproof Rob. So, again, Brian Robinson Jr. This guy, I've talked shit about since he got in the league, dude. Because I was like, do you really want to get this guy that just got shot?
Right. Bulletproof Rob, right?
And then he made me look like an asshole for like a third of the year last year. Like, he came out and it was like a top 10 running back, dude. And I was like, fuck. Why do I talk so much shit about these people? I'm wrong. And then it came back to the norm, Jason. Bulletproof Rob. Brian Robinson Jr. Hey, I thought this was a tough round for me. There's a lot of people in the 7th round that I like, Jason. But when you're talking about somebody from the Commanders, I'm avoiding every commander other than Terry McLaurin. I don't even want Jaden McDaniels. Colin Cowherd's
really,
dude. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. I don't want. I was even listening to like Trey Fields. God damn it. Some NFL analyst that I really like. No, it wasn't Fields.
Yates.
No, is a Monday morning quarterback. He's on all the time. I can't remember what his name is.
Is it
but, dude,
Orlovsky?
No, I hate that guy.
I hate him too. I've been watching him a lot
because
my dad's here.
If I dress well enough, you guys will believe me, right?
Right. You'll respect me then. You'll respect me, Stephen A. Smith.
Motherfucker, I've been wearing the same clothes since yesterday. I haven't even gotten my water on my skin today, dude. Maybe I have. I brushed my teeth, I think. All right. Anyways, dude. Who was I talking about again, Jason?
Bulletproof Rob.
Oh, dude, this guy right here. I'm avoiding, dude. Okay, so they got the offensive line coordinator. They got the offensive line coach from the Giants, and they had the 32nd offensive line last year. Dude, this is going to be a fucking disaster. He's going really, literally right after one pick after James Conner. I am also avoiding Najee Harris. I told myself I'm going to avoid all Steelers, Jason. It's just too much. But Najee Harris, I'm still kind of in on. I don't know. I got to figure that out. But, dude, ahead of Jonathan Brooks, Raheem Mostert, fucking Tony Pollard, Tyjae Spears, Ezekiel Elliott, Nick Chubb. Brian Robinson Jr., dude, is going to fucking suck. Best case scenario, dude, he gets you flex numbers. I don't know. Flex numbers. I'm being serious here. He might have 2 touchdowns in a game once. I don't know. Maybe. Jaden McDaniels. I don't know. Did he get a rushing touchdown? I thought he got a rushing touchdown this last preseason game. But, dude, rushing quarterbacks, not that great for running backs. So I am just saying, dude, I did not like this guy anyways. I don't think when I watch this guy on tape, I'm like, I don't really care. It does not get me excited whatsoever. Behind the worst offensive line in football, Jason. And then I thought there was another reason. I can't remember if they drafted somebody else. No, Eckler. Eckler's actually been getting great reviews in camp. Like amazing reviews in camp. And I'm not drafting Eckler. So I don't know what to do here, Jason. And for this round, dude, Brian Robinson Jr. just popped out to me. I don't want that shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from any type of Commander's running game. What they got going on over there.
Parker, are you fucking with me right now? DJ Moore is your ride or die this year? Parker, have you been watching this show at all? For God's sakes. He's my MVP, dude. I've been talking about DJ Moore for fucking 4 months. It's insane. 4 months I've been talking about DJ Moore, Jason. 4 months. All right. So, Parker, yeah, I think you're right because he's my fantasy MVP. He's my biggest value of the draft. I draft him every single third round. Give him to me. All right, Jason. Say blah, blah, blah. Is that what he said? Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, he just woke up. Needs attention. Blah, blah, blah. So controlling. All right, Jason. Bulletproof Rob is gone. I have somebody who I just talked about as my number 8 avoid. But who is your round 8 avoidance?
This was kind of crazy. And this is like, I'm avoiding him, but I can't hate on you if you get him, you know? And it's because of like what is going on in the 8th round. But it's Jayden Reed. It's Jayden Reed, and I'll tell you why. I like Jayden Reed. I read to Jayden all the time. I like him. This is a crazy one. Round 8 has some really good players, Tyler. They got Jaylen Warren, Raheem Mostert, Deontay Johnson, and Javonte Williams going in that same round.
Yeah.
I think Jayden Reed could be a good pick because of his rushing touchdown upside. But because of all the talent in Green Bay, all the wide receivers that they have, I don't want to pick the first Green Bay wide receiver off the board in the 8th round, the 7th round, whatever one it is. Like, I'd rather just wait and get a Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs. Tyler, you said he's had a good camp. Dontavian Wicks has had a good camp, has scored a touchdown this offseason with Jordan Love. And that's basically just what it is. Like, I don't want to guess on the Packers' number 1 wide receiver this early. So while I still have options for the Packers wide receivers still later in the draft. So I'd rather pick a sure thing at this point and get like a Raheem Mostert or a Jaylen Warren before I'm like starting to throw a dart in that Green Bay's offense.
Yeah, mine was when I was looking at what was going on this round, people started picking defenses this round. So I was like, any defense.
I know. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, I'm not even going to waste my time on that.
I know. And who did you just? Oh, yeah, you said, oh, yeah. So Jayden Reed. I had Jayden Reed as, I think, my top Green Bay wide receiver until an article came out about the formations they run, the 2 wide receiver formations, and how it's Dobbs and Christian Watson are going to be the 2 wide receivers in that formation. And it's not a lot of opportunity for Jayden Reed. And then, Jason, all the camp shit came out, Jason. And then Dobbs has been annihilating camp. That's what all the hype has been about. So, to me, the safe bet is Dobbs for his floor. And then I want Christian Watson, Jason, before his upside in that role he plays in that offense, man. And when you see, he was like, when he played and when he was healthy last year, it was amazing. So that's what I want out of that.
Yeah.
On God. On God. Hell yeah. I don't even know what that means. On God. On Prancer. On Vixen. On something. On something. All right, Jason. But yeah, so as far as round 8, I do think that Jayden Reed probably, I mean, Tony Pollard is there and stuff like that. Like, that is a number 1 running back. given he might not be, but dude, Jayden Reed is probably a third. It's a clusterfuck of shit. But you can understand why I think that you can be more confident in Jordan Love, knowing that you don't know who to pick out of like 4 of his wide receivers, Jason. Dontavian Wicks, for God's sakes. So it's like, I think that all this wide receiver, it's lost me confidence in the wide receivers, but actually gained me more confidence in drafting Jordan Love. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I gotcha. I feel that.
All right, man. On to, I've already talked about this guy, dude, but I don't know how to avoid this in round 9. DeAndre Hopkins, Jason. D-Hop. I do not want D-Hop in round 9. He had a wide receiver.
No aerial team or offense from players from that Titans team, dude.
I was like,
stay away from. Yeah.
I mean, it's real easy. Sometimes like you can just pick out the teams. You're like, I don't want running backs from them, and I don't want wide receivers from them. I remember thinking, I'm never getting running backs from Patrick Mahomes again. And then Pacheco had a decent year last year after I talked tons of shit about him, but I still don't want him, dude. I still don't want him. Who am I talking about? Oh, yeah, Hopkins. So Hopkins already dealing with an injury. Going 1 pick later than Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy is going to be the number 1 wide receiver for Patrick Mahomes for 4 or 5 weeks? And then he gets to be the deep threat for Patrick Mahomes for the rest of the year. He's going behind fucking Roma Odunze, Jason. Lad McConkey, or going ahead of Roma Odunze, Lad McConkey, Cortland Sutton, Brian Thomas Jr. I mean, I'd rather have all those players over DeAndre Hopkins. Just to me, dude, the drop-off after Xavier Worthy to DeAndre Hopkins is like, holy shit, dude, terrible. And then everybody after that are young players with upside. And you get this old player with 2 other fucking good first-round wide receivers on a team with Will Levis and two running backs and a decent offensive line. So they're going to run the hell out of the ball. So, yeah, dude. To me, DeAndre Hopkins, super easy. I think I had Ridley. I had Ridley as one of my top. So, yeah, I'm avoiding 2 of my picks, Jason, are saying, fuck the Titans passing game.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. 100%. 110%. There's no way I'm going near that aerial offense, dude.
Which picks were good? Which picks were bad? All right, real quick, Parker. Garrett Wilson, good. Kyren, amazing. DJ Moore. So your first 3 picks were Garrett Wilson, Kyren, DJ Moore. Amazing. Rachaad White. That's amazing just from fucking volume. And Trey McBride. Hey, Jason. That's an amazing pick. And then Christian Kirk, Javonte Williams. I was out on Javonte Williams until just now. I mean, not just now, like maybe 2 weeks ago. I'm back in on Javonte Williams for being a value.
Yeah, same.
Nick Chubb, Jason, I think could be a fucking league winner. And then Lad McConkey, the same thing. So, Jason, Parker, I don't know if you've been listening to the show, but you hit all the guys. We don't really talk about Rachaad White, but where he's going is fine. And we do not talk about Javonte Williams. But other than that, Jason, other than that, Parker, you literally hit everybody we've been talking about this offseason.
Javonte Williams is slimmed up, man. He's ready to return to glory as a number 1 running back for the Broncos. And I like Lad McConkey, man.
All right, I do have picks down to round 14, so we still have a little bit of show left. But Jason, give me your last for round 10.
Jordan Addison.
Yeah.
So round 10 is another round where you can actually pick up some great talent. Jordan Addison, though, he will be the third option on a team after Justin Jefferson and TJ Hawkinson with Sam Darnold as quarterback. Darnold can't consistently support 3 players. There's no way. That's not going to happen. And you can still get a wide receiver 1 in round 10 with Cortland Sutton. This round, you can actually start looking into rookies with great upside like Ken Coleman, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, and Rome Odunze. So I would, don't waste your pick on a wide receiver 3 when there's players in the round who there's players in the round who you possibly could put in your flex every single week. Addison will not play as well as he did last year. It's not going to happen without Kirk Cousins. This team is going to be based around Justin Jefferson in the passing game. Say goodbye to Jordan Addison.
Yeah.
Pick somebody else. Get your rookie around this time. Get your rookie.
And it wasn't Kirk Cousins that was the reason why Addison was doing well. It was because Jefferson was hurt most of last year, Jason. So, but Addison, dude, he was a Bolitnikoff winner, and I went through the stats of Bolitnikoff winners. They've been doing well in fantasy for like 5 years in a row, and he's amazing, dude. Addison is an amazing wide receiver, and I do think that Sam Darnold will be better than people think, but like you said, where he is going, I do not like Addison. Like, this is not going to be one of the offenses that are going to support 2 top 15 wide receivers. 2 top 30, maybe, but it's probably not going to happen. Hawkinson, Jason, is not going to be around for a long time. So if Addison's going to do well, I think it's going to be in the beginning of the year and then fade late when Hawkinson gets there and just soaks up targets. So yeah, Addison to me is going to be somebody that is just overvalued based on what he did last year, and it's not. He's being kind of drafted on a ceiling ish, whereas you're going to be drafting people on their floor all over the place right there that we love. So it's more about the people that you can get there more than just hating that guy. Christian Kirk, Javonte Williams. Oh yeah, hey, number one fan. Of course, I've been watching. Hey, Parker, thank you, dude. You always have nice things to say. I appreciate you, dude. Parker. All right, man. That's it. But I'm gonna go over round. What? We got some more here. I'm not gonna. I'll just talk about it. Jason. So round 11. Jerry Jeudy. How the fuck is Jerry Jeudy being drafted? He's on the Browns. He's fucking dude. Fuck Jerry Jeudy. Did you know that, Jason?
So he was going that late? No, I thought you never see his name anymore.
I didn't think he was going to be drafted this year. So it's like, I went over my draft last year, Jason, and I was like, oh god, this thing is good. And then I got to like round whatever, and it was Jerry Jeudy, and I was like, oh fuck, that was a mistake. So Jerry Jeudy to me, man, I do not want anything. Deshaun Watson's already. Did you see what they're talking about? Deshaun Watson, Jason?
Is it about his shoulder? That's like it's hurt again, right?
Yeah.
General soreness.
He's gonna be a 5-star general, dude. A fucking 5-star general of soreness. Jesus. That was good, right, Jason?
That was good. Yeah.
You know, I got this watch back from Vietnam. All right. Anyways, Jason, next up, round 12. J.K. Dobbins is my person to avoid because I'm all about that Kamani Vidal, and I've owned J.K. Dobbins twice since 2021, or I think he hasn't had a good season since 2020 is when he broke out. And I've owned him twice since then, Jason. Holy shit. Not good.
Yeah, you know, who's that guy who analyzes like the draft every year? Oh my gosh, why can't I think of his name? You know who I'm talking about? Like, he's like the main dude. He's always telling, like, he's going on shows and saying this was going to be No, it's the other guy.
Oh, Todd McVay or whatever the ass.
No, it's the other guy. He's like,
that's all there is, dude. Oh, Adam Schefter?
No, there's another one. If I said his name, you'd understand. But he said that J.K. Dobbins is a guy to get this year. But that was a while ago. And I can't. This isn't a good source because I can't think of the guy's name. And it's stupid because we talk about this guy all the time during the draft.
Well, Colin Cowherd, like, he knows a lot about football, but then he, like, fills in the blanks with a lot of shit he doesn't know. He's like, the Chargers with 2 premier running backs, Gus Edwards and fucking J.K. Dobbins. I was like, what the fuck? Is that premier running backs to you? So, yeah. Anyways, I love me some Kamani Vidal, and I'm avoiding J.K. Dobbins. All 51 flavors or 31 flavors of J.K. Dobbins. Fuck that. All right. And then, Jason, round 13, Rashid Shaheed. I have been seeing his name on so many breakouts. Breakout player. I'm like, dude, let's get fucking Olave breaking out and then worry about Rashid Shaheed in this offense.
Yeah, he's already going to be a boomer bust player, and people are just thinking the Saints offense is going to be that much better this year, and I don't think it's going to be. They're like, the loss of Michael Thomas, Rashid Shaheed is going to blow up. It's like, dude, did Michael Thomas even play majority of the year last year? What did he do? 13 receptions, 2 touchdowns?
He's out of the league this year too, I think. Jason, round 14. Kendre Miller. KJ Miller's not going to be on the team. Have you been reading the shit that Dennis Allen's been saying?
Yeah, he can't be on the team if you're too busy in the weight room.
Yeah. So, KJ Miller, I think drafted as a rookie last year, highly drafted, maybe third round last year. Injured, never really saw a lot of playing time. Jason, the big thing from this team in the preseason that I saw was Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams, dude. People forget about the Pokemon Master, dude. He is back. Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams, Jason, is who you need to draft. Oh, my God. So Kamara is still just in the shadows. He probably will do being good. But, man, Jamal Williams, they brought in to be a thumper. He looks as such this preseason.
Yeah, hopefully, because he was awful last year, like 2 yards per carry.
Yeah. So, anyways, that
Daniel
is
Jeremiah.
What'd you say?
Daniel Jeremiah. That was a guy that says you should get J.K.
Oh,
Dobbins.
yeah. That's Rich Eisen's like best friend too. I actually like Daniel Jeremiah. There's somebody else I don't like.
I know. That's why
Tom Pelissero, dude. You worry too much about your fucking looks, dog.
Don't we all?
Well, his teeth are like I'm like, dude, put your teeth away. I can't fucking even see the TV. All right.
There's a glare. There's a glare around your mouth.
Shit's too white. Hey, shout out to Parker. Shout out to Corion. Shout out to PMOFL. Thank you so much for contributing to the show. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. We do have our Listener League draft Saturday night, not this Saturday, a week from tomorrow night. So we're still going to be dealing with that. So let's get fucking pumped for that shit, dude. Jason, please send us out. Hopefully you enjoyed the show, man. Hopefully we earned a thumbs up. Hopefully we earned a subscription because we need it. Jason, please send us out.
I got a video coming out this week. Running back prime age. Tyler, do you have a running back or a video coming out?
I was going to do the final episode because I'm pumped on these guys, dude. Like, I'm pumped on Carson Steele right now, and I was thinking about somebody else. I can't remember though. So yeah, there's some people I need to talk about. That it's not like your waiver wire league winners, but pretty fucking close, dude. And I'm going to do a waiver wire league winner after we draft. And a lot of those same people are going to be on there. But we're just trying to find that next Puka, okay? So somebody that could just fucking take over that nobody even knows the name of. And there are some names out there. Andre Iosivas is my favorite. Jordan Whittington and stuff like that. But, dude, Carson Steele, Turbo Miller for the Giants. Stuff like that, man. I think it's going to be really big for people. So that show will come out. I need to talk about, whenever Jason's show is not.
And next Friday is our bold predictions.
Thank God, Jason. Jason predicted that Austin Eckler was going to fucking bomb last year, and it came true.
Remember that. So, yeah, I'll talk to you those videos. Deuces.
Oh, my God. Oh, hey, Sexy Mexi. Check it in, dude.
Sexy Mexi. I made it with a minute to spare.
Yeah, number 1 yeah, Sexy Mexi. What's up, Jaime? Jaime, bye, me. Hasta luego. 4 years of Spanish. That's what I got. I'll talk to you later. This is the Fantasy Red Zone. This is Tyler, Big Turd Ward, and Jason, the Lucky Bastard Youthful, and we appreciate you. Deuces.